Hello friends, and welcome to this tutorial by Zazen Tarot Space. In this tutorial we will learn about the minor arcana. So we will cover the following topics. First, we're going to understand what the minor arcana is, what is the structure of the minor arcana cards, what are the different kinds of minor arcana cards, and what are the elements used in the minor arcana cards. Then we will try and understand what each of these elements signify broadly. In subsequent videos, we will understand what each of the elements means in detail. So let us begin with our understanding of basically the minor arcana. Now, as the name suggests, minor. On the one hand, we have the major arcana, and then we have the minor arcana. Minor means generally practical issues of life, where we are talking about the everyday or mundane issues of life. Things which we deal with every day. They are not the very big transformations of life. They are the very simple everyday things that we encounter in our day-to-day lives. Now, how many minor arcana cards are there? There are 56 minor arcana cards in all. So, out of the 78 cards in all in the tarot deck, 56 are minor arcana. As you can see over here, friends, on the screen, there are 4 different kinds of different suits in the minor arcana cards. The first is called as the pentacles, in which all of these cards we see pentacles. Pentacles or coins, basically representing money. So that's the first suit. Then we come to the second suit here. Now on the second suit we see swords. In each of these sword minor arcana cards, you will see swords. Now, the number of swords may vary in different cards, but each of these sword minor arcana will have swords on it. Now, swords represents thoughts, ideas. It also, on the negative side, when it becomes too much to handle, then thoughts increase and they turn into worries and tensions and stress. That is the second suit. Now the third suit, which is the cup cards. Cups, as you can see here, and you can draw an idea from what it looks like, cups is very feminine and receptive. So cups is about emotions and about relationships and all the finer, juicier aspects of life. So each of the cup cards has got cups on them, varying numbers starting from 1 going up to 10. Now last of all we come to the wands. Wands, as you can see, has got a wand on it. Now, wand is the fire energy. It represents action. It represents the ability to create. It is the work done. It is the creativity. So, in each of these suits, we have 14 cards. 14 into 4 is 56. So out of the 56 minor arcana cards, 40 cards are from aces to tens of each suit. So there are 4 suits. Each suit begins from ace, 2s, 3s, 4s, so on and so forth till 9 and 10. So for example, you will have the ace of pentacles, then the 2 of pentacles, 3 of pentacles, and in each card you'll also be able to see the number of pentacles increase and go up from 1 to 10. Similarly, in the swords and the other suits, you see the number of that element starting from 1. So if you're seeing 1 sword in the ace of swords, it will go up to 2, 3, 4 and so on and so forth till 10. So similarly, when we look at each suit, that makes 40 cards for us. Now what about the remaining 16 cards? So when we play cards, when we play playing cards, there are the Jack, or what we call as a joker, and then the queen and the king. In the minor arcana, in the tarot deck also, we have something which are called as the court cards. Now there are 16 court cards in all, 4 of each suit. So there are 4 cards of pentacles, 4 court cards for sword, and so on and so forth. Now we will come to the court cards separately. When we are doing a reading, how do we use the minor arcana? Now when we are doing the reading, you can see right now you are beginning. As you are beginning, you can start reading with those cards that you are comfortable with. So if you feel you are comfortable with the 40 cards, aces to tens, these 40 minor arcana cards, you can begin your reading with those 40 cards. Gradually, as you get comfortable with the court cards, you can include the court cards in your reading. Now court cards are a separate ball game altogether because they are a little complex to understand. They have multiple meanings, and not only that, they change their meaning in different. So you really have to identify what the meaning is in that particular scenario. So since they're a little complicated to read, usually beginners like to leave them out until they are comfortable with these 16 court cards and they have memorized the meanings. Because for the other 40 cards, you will be able to understand a lot by just looking at the picture, but for the court cards you may need to memorize a lot. But I'll tell you the trick of how to do that when we are doing the court cards lessons, so that you can understand quickly and memorize quickly. Okay, so now that we have understood the structure of the minor arcana, let us also try and understand why we have these 4 suits in our minor arcana. Okay, so now we have seen that there are 4 different elements. The pentacles, represented by the coins, the swords, represented by the sword itself, cups and wands. Now each of these elements also is assigned an element. That is why it is called an element. Let us look at what those elements are. So when we talk about the pentacles, as the tarot deck is actually very simple and very literal. You look at the card, whatever you see, it is exactly that. The complex part begins only when you have to draw inferences in a reading. That is when we need to understand how to make combinations of cards and permutations, combinations, and adding the cards, subtracting the cards, or reading a lot of cards together and arriving at the combined meaning. That is when it actually gets complex. Other than that, it is very straightforward. So over here you can see that there is a pentacle and it is being held in a hand. Pentacles represent money. We all know in our everyday lives that coins represent money. So expanding from money, it also represents everything that money can buy, which means all the material matters. Anything and everything that money represents. For example, your luxuries, conveniences. What can you buy with money? You can buy house, property, land, electrical gadgets, electronic items, vehicles, everything that basically needs money to buy is covered by the suit of pentacles. Now, since it is about money and material matters, it is a very practical suit. Means practical everyday, day-to-day affairs. We practically know we need money. That is why practical, so it is the earth element. That is how you remember it. Make the correlation and remember that, okay, pentacles is the earth element. From there we come to the swords. Now swords represents, as we had discussed, thoughts. Now thoughts, from there we expand. So all you need to do is you need to remember the first word or the seed word, you can call it. Just as in Sanskrit we say the Bij mantra, you can just remember the Bij mantra or the seed word, and the rest you can build upon it and you will be able to remember. So here we had remembered the word money. Now in the swords we will remember the word thought. From there we build. What happens when thought is used in a positive manner? We have got ideas. We get ideas. It also, thought comes from intellect. It arises from the intellect, from so wit, intellect. Now words, which also arise from thoughts. So swords also represents words. So thoughts, intellect, words. Now what happens when thoughts become negative? So then it turns into worry, it turns into tensions, it turns into stress. So when swords are in excess, it gets terrible, and swords is a pretty much dreaded suit. So when we talk about thoughts and intellect and worry and words, what is it? Is it capturable? Can you hold it? No, it is pretty much in the air. That is why it is the air element. Now we come to the third suit, the cup cards. Now when you look at the cup cards, of course here you can literally see water flowing out of it, but if you look at the cup cards, you immediately get the feeling of fulfillment, something which fulfills. You drink out of a cup, right? So something which quenches your thirst and fulfills you. So emotions is the Bij mantra here. You need to just remember the word emotions, something which fulfills. From there, when you build, what happens when you're fulfilling, when your emotions are fulfilling? There are relationships, there is love, there is friendship. When emotions go wrong, there can be heartache, there can be sadness. So all of that comes, but all that we need to remember is that cups represent emotions and relationships. Now obviously emotions, we all know, are watery. They represent the water element. Now our final suit, that is the wands. So now all that is left after we have covered the material part, the thought part and the emotion parts is the action part. We are all bound by karma. We are here to do our karma. So all the karma that we do comes into the wands suit. Now what all, that's again the Bij mantra, karma. So what all comes under karma? Our actions, the work that we do in our workplace, our career, our creativity, then the work and actions that we do even at a personal level or in a day-to-day life, or for that matter sometimes we work upon our relationships. So all kind of working upon or all kind of action is represented by the fire suit. Now some of you may get confused that if working upon relationships or working upon thoughts is represented by the wands, then how do we differentiate between cups and wands and swords and wands and stuff like that? So all that we will come to when we are studying the suits in detail in the subsequent videos. In the subsequent lessons we will understand that when we are doing it in detail. So for now, in this video, we have learnt 3 things. 1. What is the structure of the minor arcana? What are the different kinds of minor arcana? What are the elements and suits? And then what does each of the suit represent in terms of elements and in terms of qualities? Now, the next thing that we are going to understand is that what does each of the suit mean in detail. When we talk about the pentacles, what really does it mean and signify? What are the significations of each of the elements? But for that, we'll watch the next video.